In the heart of the ancient world, one building held the accumulated knowledge of civilizations. Its destruction is blamed for plunging humanity into a dark age of lost science and philosophy. But what if the flames never came and that knowledge survived? And let's find the answer to the question, what if? In this sung world, daily life transforms into a constant melodic exchange where every interaction is a mini performance. Simple acts like ordering coffee become quick, rhythmic requests, while asking for directions involves a lyrical query followed by a detailed sung response. Small talk evolves into small song, with common phrases having standardized melodies. Critically, there's no neutral tone of voice. Every communication, no matter how trivial, inherently carries emotion through its tune, making a flat, emotionless utterance almost impossible and demanding sincerity. Social graces shift to vocal etiquette, emphasizing musicality, pitch, and rhythmic precision. Awkward silences might be filled with improvisational hums, and good manners would involve harmonizing or responding appropriately, weaving song into the very fabric of social interaction. In this melodic world, education transforms profoundly. Schools would function as grand conservatories, where lessons across history, mathematics, and science are delivered not through lectures, but as intricate, multi-part songs, ballads, or even operatic narratives for children to memorize and perform. Learning becomes an immersive musical experience. Without spoken language to anchor written text, history and cultural narratives would rely heavily on oral traditions, passed down by history singers and troubadours through complex musical forms. Consequently, written language would evolve into a sophisticated musical notation, score scripts, where symbols represent concepts and instructions, allowing songbooks to be silently read and then sung aloud, fundamentally reshaping how knowledge is recorded and transmitted. In a world where connection is purely melodic, societal and relational dynamics transform profoundly. Romantic declarations become carefully composed ballads and grand serenades, while disagreements erupt as clashing, dissonant exchanges, making conflicts intensely emotional and impossible to ignore. Social standing would intrinsically link to vocal range, timbre, and musicality. Those mastering complex compositions or possessing exceptional voices would naturally garner influence, much like eloquent orators do in our spoken world. This constant vocal expression also challenges privacy. Every conversation by nature is a public performance. True intimacy would require specially designed hush halls or personal song chambers, unique sanctuaries where private, softly sung declarations could find their true harmony, safeguarding personal connections in an otherwise open, vocal tapestry. In a world constantly humming with life, culture itself becomes a grand symphony. Every creative expression, from grand narratives to subtle emotional nuances, would be intrinsically musical. A bestseller isn't a book you read, but a popular composition, a complex piece of music that tells a gripping story or conveys profound philosophical ideas. The most celebrated artists would emerge as vocal architects and songsmiths, crafting intricate, emotionally resonant communication pieces that capture the public's imagination. These masters of melody and lyric would be the equivalent of our poets, novelists, and playwrights, shaping the cultural landscape. Furthermore, personal identity would be deeply intertwined with one's unique vocal signature and style. Individuals would be instantly recognizable by their distinct vocal timbre, characteristic melodies, and even their signature songs, musical expressions of their very essence. Cultivating a unique vocal fingerprint would be paramount for self-expression in this melodic society. In this melodic society, governance would be a grand performance. Legislation would be debated and passed through intricate cantatas and oratorios, transforming political discourse into multi-part debating choruses. Success would hinge on logical reasoning and impressive vocal artistry, making statecraft a harmonious challenge. Scientific theories and technological progress would also sing. Abstract concepts, mathematical formulas, and construction instructions would be communicated via complex musical patterns and specialized scientific scores. A bridge's blueprint might be a precise symphony of structural dynamics, each note conveying critical engineering data. Finally, the very meaning of silence and noise would gain profound significance. True silence, an absence of song, might be a rare, revered state. Conversely, noise would represent dissonant, meaningless, or aggressive vocalizations disrupting the harmony of communal communication. A world communicating only by singing would be a deeply expressive, art-infused, and emotionally transparent society. In your opinion, what if people could only communicate by singing? Share your thoughts in the comments.